Hey, I'm Sonny.
And I'm Danielle.
And welcome to Love versus the List.
No, why are you saying it like that?
Love versus the List.
Love versus the List. It's a title.
Saying it too fast.
But there's no comma in it. It's Love versus the List. That's it.
Anyway, our lives are always constantly run by lists, whether they're physical lists or just lists up there.
He's pointing to his brain. But yes, he's right. From dating deal breakers to icks, from relationship rules to why someone breathing so loudly gives you the absolute rage. There is always a list.
There really is. Welcome to our weekly podcast where we share our own lists and our own annoyances on each other. Honestly, I don't know what's going to go wrong here.
Just sounds like a brilliant idea.
Yeah.
But of course, we also want you guys to share your list with us. So please do get in touch.
Yeah, you might be single, married, or just confused.
Or just here to judge other people's red flags. No matter what it is, you're in the right place.
You really are. This is
Love versus the list. We'll get there.
Love versus the List.
Oh, that's okay. Now you're just taking the mick, aren't you? Hello and welcome to Love versus the List. Welcome back for our New Year's Eve spectacular.
Yeah, happy New Year's Eve, if that's the thing to say.
Yeah, well, this episode is coming out on New Year's Eve. So if you're listening to it on the day of release, then we are in the last day of 2025, looking ahead at 2026.
And you're shimmering.
I've come dressed for the occasion, Sonny.
So have I.
She's kind of wearing your funeral blacks, but maybe it's because you are putting this year behind you.
The death of 2025.
And we are moving forth into 2026. Yeah, went for a little bit of sequin, but I've realised it does make a noise. That is producer Ricky's worst nightmare.
Yeah.
Bit of ASMR there for you.
Thank you very much.
But thank you so much for joining us. We hope that you're doing well. And just going to get in early. If you do want to send us any sort of message, email, list, just dilemma, you can email us at loveversustheList@gmail.com. And please, whilst you get a minute, just give us a little 5-star rating, a review, follow, wherever you listen to this, wherever it may be. Just jump on board.
Jump on board indeed. If you are listening to this on the day of release, it is New Year's Eve, as we've said. New Year's Eve, for me, how do you feel about a New Year's Eve?
How do I really feel about it?
How do you really feel about New Year's Eve?
So it's a conundrum of feelings, emotions, anxieties, just all rolled into one for me.
Okay.
I don't necessarily feel negative about it, but I don't really feel that positive. I feel like there's such it's an anticlimactic day for me.
Yeah.
So does that help explain it?
A little bit. I mean, like for me, when I think of New Year's Eve, years ago, I just think about like that whole thing of, you know, buying a new outfit and getting ready, like being excited for a night out and queuing up outside a club and overspending when you're in there and expecting the best night ever.
Yeah, spending £20 to walk into a pub that you walked into a week ago for free.
Yeah.
That
is literally what reminds me. It's just we sound old.
Expensive.
An expensive night out. Double fare cabs on the way home. What's all that about?
Don't until the Tube decided that they were going to like run through the night on New Year's Eve. And then it was like, whoa, quid's in. But then you did it like as a novelty for like the first time when it started. And you're like, this is hell on earth.
Oh.
Because everyone is having the same idea. And everyone's dressed up, but it's the end of the night. So you're all just a bit like, I want to get home now.
Yeah.
That period between leaving where you've had the party and getting home is the worst moment.
The worst.
Yeah.
Have you got any sort of New Year's Eves that you remember being like, oh, that was a really good one? Because I feel like our New Year's Eves are quite different now. For like a really nice, good reason.
Yeah. I've had a few. I used to live in Canary Wharf and we had a really great balcony.
Okay.
And so like we would often have people over. So it would be nothing like major or big, but just I remember the view of like the fireworks and stuff. That was always great. And the fact that actually I was still in my own home and I could just go to bed when I wanted to.
Yeah.
That's like, there's some New Year's Eve that I really remember. And also I remember one when I was younger going out with my sister and two of our friends, and we went to this nightclub that we always went to. It was on Regent Street. It was called Paper. And they did like a fancy dress night. And I don't know what we went as, but I remember wearing red, long, like elbow length gloves, like those red long ones,
Oh,
a trilby hat, and a crop top and jeans. I don't know who I was or what I was.
what was that?
I've
What
no
fancy dress
idea.
was that?
Not a clue, but I remember it being a really fun night. Just like the four of us girls, we all lived near each other's house. We all went in and came home together. I just remember I've got loads of photos. I feel like that was maybe one of the last like photo albums that I put on Facebook
Nice.
before everything just went a little bit more like digital and kind of social media.
Fair.
And that was really fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you were saying about how you used to do them at home, I always think they are the best New Year's Eve parties. If someone always needs to take one for the team at New Year's Eve, because no one cares about going out spending a load of money in a club. You actually just want to be with the people that you love and whatever. Just have a drink, like just enjoy, put whatever music that you want on. They have always been really my favourite New Year's Eves just in general. And I think as a family, like when I was a little bit younger, we used to do a lot of New Year's Eve parties around ours.
Did you? Oh, you were the house.
We were the house, and like we had like our kitchen done up, and we had like this island kitchen that everyone used to gather around, and we used to play like beer pong on it and all sorts. So that was really good fun. I've got really good memories of that. And then also randomly, I've got a memory of once I went to with my mates Faces nightclub. I don't know if you've ever been there.
I've never been, but heard of it.
So there's a nightclub in Gants Hill in Essex, right? Or they call it East London, but it's basically an Essex club. And it was called Faces, and it was one of those sort of clubs that was such an obvious place to go to if you're from Essex. But you get some random people do like club appearances in there and all sorts. And I ended up in there once randomly with my mates for New Year's Eve, and then I remember being in there and seeing my brother 2 tables down from me with his mates. We never discussed.
You didn't know that you were both
never
going?
discussed what we were doing
God,
for New
so
Year's
funny.
Eve, and then he was 2 tables down from me. And then I just remember it being a really, really fun night, because not only I was in like one of my favourite clubs, which is closed down now, sadly, with my mates, but also my brother was just there. And it's actually quite interesting that 2 of your favourite evenings for New Year's Eve have been my 2, but just different.
Home and then with siblings.
Funny.
Ah.
Yeah, so those are like the good old days of going out and actually having a good New Year's Eve. Now our New Year's Eve looks a little bit different.
Do you remember last New Year's? So Mia was 6, 7 months old at that point, and so we were very much in the depths of like sleep when we can, and also even now she doesn't know that it's New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, so she's going to wake up still at 6 a.m.
Just another day.
And I remember last year we got into bed at like 11:30. Had the laptop open, and we're like, let's watch the fireworks. So we're like watching the fireworks. It gets to like 11:59. We're like, oh, any minute now. All of a sudden, we start hearing fireworks outside, and we're like, gosh, you're early. And what we've not realised is
we were
that the laptop is obviously, we're streaming it, so we're obviously on delay. So we're like, oh, we've missed it. Like, it's happened because we're going by the laptop, which is like 30 seconds in delay.
Yeah, we were like, why is everyone going off so early? Idiots. Absolute fools.
What idiots.
Yeah.
That's us.
Turns out, yeah. We were like, oh, Happy New Year.
Idiot. Yeah. And then that was it. Literally rolled over, went to bed.
We did.
Woke up 6 hours later because, as I said, she does not care.
No. Hoping for a good one this year. Nice sleep, long sleep.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
On New Year's Eve, I'm assuming this year is just us.
Takeaway.
Spoiler alert, by the way. We are recording this before New Year's Eve, so it's a guessing game.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm assuming a takeaway. What you fancy doing? Takeaway?
I felt like we had pizza, didn't we, last year?
Yeah.
I feel like pizza, maybe an Indian.
Yeah.
So nice. Just a nice takeaway.
Yeah.
Bottle of bubbles.
Put the TV on.
Yeah. How are you feeling about vision boarding this year? Because I know I really do have to try and get you to jump on board with that. Literally.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about the vision board thing.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not. Do you know what? Actually, years ago, I used to like have things that I wanted to achieve in the year, where now I just want to survive.
That's where we're at. Wow. Okay.
When I was young, eager to, progress and.
Hang on, you're not like done and past it, by the way.
I'm not saying I'm done and
You're
past
only
it.
in your early 30s. Like, you've still got a long time left. Like, there's still things you want to achieve. Like, you always go, when I was young. You are still young. We could have people that are 70 odd listening. Our parents listen to it. I know your mum is not 70, by the way, Corinne. I'm not saying that you're 70. I know that you're much, much younger than that.
Off.
No, she's much younger than that. I don't want her to come for me and be like, you telling people I'm 70. You're not.
Yeah, I do want to do a vision board maybe. I just need to really I just feel like I just don't have time to think about what I actually want to do.
But then maybe that's the whole point of it. It kind of forces you to stop.
Okay.
Stop right now. Thank you very much. And
The
just
amount
have
of
little
times we
moments.
sing on this podcast, it does make me wonder whether we actually have to pay royalties or not. Actually saying that, not what you're singing. I won't be able to match it to anything. Okay, nice. So nice little takeaway. That'd be wonderful. We wanted to do something that we did a little while ago on the pod, actually, which was, do you remember we did Love It or List It?
Yeah, that was really fun.
So obviously the Love It being the sort of like keep it.
Yeah.
We're a fan of that. The List It
List
being like,
it.
let's put it on a list and burn it. Let's get rid of it. You wanted to bring it back.
Yeah, I did. Because I thought New Year's is one of those things that people do so differently. So kind of they've got their own like traditions.
Yeah.
I thought this would be a good one just to kind of get your vibe on whether you love it or you list it. So here we go. Sunny Joe, you ready for Love It or List It New Year's edition?
I'm ready.
Singing Auld Lang Syne.
Love it.
New Year's parties.
Love it.
Eating grapes under the table.
List it.
Setting resolutions.
List it.
New Year's vision boarding.
Love it.
This is a bit of a niche one, and it's an Irish tradition. Banging bread against the wall.
Banging who against the wall?
Bread.
Bread.
It's an Irish tradition, apparently.
Of course it is.
And you are part Irish.
I am part Irish. That is a proper Irish thing to do. List that. What waste of hoe this?
An unfollowing spree. So you go through social media and you're like, before the new year, I'm going to unfollow any accounts that I just don't need.
Love it.
Eating a spoonful of lentils. It's an Italian thing.
List it.
Silent midnight. So this is a Gen Z trend of going into the new year in silence.
Why? What, just as soon as it hits, and that's it?
The crossover between this year to next year.
Why? What, like a minute silence for the year gone?
Maybe.
List that. That's odd. These kids, I worry about these kids nowadays. I
God
really
knows
do.
what it's going to be like when our kids are
I know.
grown up. Okay, wearing colour-coded undies. This is another tradition. I don't know where it's from. But if you wear red, it means you're welcoming love. If you wear yellow, it means you're welcoming prosperity. If you wear white, it means you want peace. Are you up for...
What about if they're brown, but used to be white? List that. That's a load of old codswallop.
Okay, and then the last one is clean slate candle. This, I think, is something that maybe we could do. So this is where couples light a candle and they say one thing that they want to do better for the next year.
Oh, this is such a you thing.
Well, look, we've got enough candles.
We do have enough candles. Love it. We'll love it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So you're not for banging bread against the wall
Well, that's just weird, isn't it?
or eating a spoonful of lentils
No.
or going into the new year in silence.
No.
No. I actually ate grapes under the table once.
You made me do it.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I've done it twice then because I feel like I've done it
Oh,
without
was
you.
that with my last boyfriend?
No. No. I remember doing it with Liam Lunnis
Okay.
when it was... that must have been the lockdown New Year. And he bubbled, like we bubbled together or whatever that whole thing was happening.
Yeah.
But like we literally just like stayed holed up in my flat for however long. And he was with me over New Year.
And is it for good luck?
Yeah.
Did you have a good year next year?
No, I think it was a year after that I met you.
Oh.
So no.
Yeah. See, this is why we should drink grapes and not eat them under a table.
Yeah.
Waste. Absolute waste.
That was Love It or List It.
That was good. I enjoyed that. I mean, questionable things on there. I'm going to be honest. That whole being silent at midnight worries me.
Yeah, Gen Z.
They just ain't fun anymore, are they?
No.
Apparently they don't drink.
Okay.
They sit in silence
Sit
in
in
the
silence,
new year.
yeah.
Nah.
It's all the new words for me. I don't even know them, but what is it? Riz and the Sizzler and the...
I'm still getting my head around the 6-7 thing. I
don't know what that
understand
means.
it. Someone's
clue.
actually explained it to me and I still don't understand.
Oh, what do they explain it as? Because I have no idea what that is.
Just a bit of meh. 6-7. That.
Is that because 6 and 7 are unpopular numbers? Like,
Well, 7's probably the most popular number ever.
really?
Yeah, of course it is. Everyone's lucky number.
No, I think 7's a bit of a...
No. What are you on about?
Well, no, because is it China, 8 is their lucky
8,
number?
yeah.
What, so David Beckham and Cristiano Ronaldo?
Yeah.
7.
7.
That's it.
Yeah.
Anyone else? Anything else?
Probably them too, to be honest.
So if you're a football fan,
Yeah. It's a lucky number for a lot of people.
I don't think 7 should be a
I'm
lucky
sure
number.
if we Googled what is the most popular lucky number, it would come up.
I'm going to do it.
Do it.
I'm going to do it right now.
All right, you do that. We have got some emails to do as well. But I'm actually genuinely intrigued. It must be the most popular number.
But how would Google even know that? Like, people don't submit their lucky number, do they?
I don't know, but I
How's
feel
it
like you're
gonna-
knocking Google until it comes up with something that you want it to say. Go on. Go on. Go on.
The most popular lucky number is 7,
Come on.
which frequently tops surveys due to its cultural and religious significance and its presence in nature. However, there was no scientific basis for a number being lucky, as luck is a matter of personal belief and superstition.
Do you know what it is? I say stuff on this podcast, right? I say it, and you think I'm talking a load of old fluff.
Codswallop.
Codswallop, which sometimes I am, granted. However, all of the stuff up there, all the stuff in my head,
That
I'll tell
was
you what,
just
it
luck.
comes from somewhere.
That was like, it says other popular lucky numbers, 3. That's my favourite number.
Not lucky.
Well,
What's
maybe
your lucky number?
I would say probably 3, but I don't really have a lucky number. But my favourite is 3. So if you asked me, I would probably say 3.
Okay.
But that's often cited for its symbolism of harmony, mind, body, and spirit. Makes sense, doesn't it? And its
No.
recurrence in cultural narratives. Good things come in 3s.
Good.
Maybe there's 3 of me around the world. Remember that whole thing where people are like, there's an exact replica of you somewhere in the world doing exactly the same thing. And actually, there's only half the amount of people in the world because everyone's duplicated.
Would you ever want to meet that person that is
Well, it'd
basically
be
you?
me. Yeah, I'd love to.
Same.
Because I want to see what the perception of me is.
Yeah.
Like, we only ever get to experience ourselves as ourselves.
Yeah.
I'd love to see myself from someone else's point of view. And also be like, girl, stop wearing your hair like that. Like, you think it looks cute and it doesn't. Or stop dressing like that. Like, but I'd be saying it about me. So
Yeah.
I just get some feedback.
Fair enough.
Should we go on to emails?
Shall we?
Yeah.
Wonderful stuff. So we've had an email in from Grace.
Hi, Grace.
Says, hi, Danielle and Sunny. I wanted to write in because honestly, I'm feeling a bit nervous about going into the next year. You're in the right place. It's not that anything terrible has happened to me. It's just there's not much to look forward to. My job is exactly the same with no promotion or change in sight. I don't have a boyfriend. My friendships feel a bit stagnant. And even little things I usually seem to enjoy have lost their sparkle. Holidays, weekends, plans with friends. They all just feel like I'm ticking boxes rather than actual excitement. I guess I'm worried that next year is just more of the same. And I don't know how to shake that feeling. Everyone else seems to be looking forward to things like new jobs, trips, new relationships. And here I am struggling to find anything I'm actually excited about. I'm not sure if this will be used, as it's probably a little bit negative, but would love to know your thoughts. I think I just need a bit of inspiration. Grace.
See, this is what I really dislike about New Year.
Yeah.
That horrible pressure of, gonna make next year the best year ever. Oh my God, gonna do this, gonna do that, gonna do that. Actually, that's not what life's about. I think you need those years, like those certain specific years, to just be. Maybe for you, Grace, life is still calibrating. And that's totally okay. If anything, that is necessary. If every year you were constantly trying to outdo, you know what that would lead to? Burnout. Like, it's okay to not have a million things in the pipeline. However, if there are things that you feel like you would like to do, well, then that's something that I guess you can put into practice.
Yeah.
But I remember one Christmas calling one of my friends crying, being like, I feel like I've lived just the same year for the last 4 years and all I've done is do this and do that and do that and do that. And she's like, you say that's all you've done. Like, actually, like, how about you take a step back and actually just look at what you have done, even if it's not something great, like you haven't traveled Asia and you haven't, got the promotion or whatever, like the things that you have done. First of all, you've survived this shit show of a world for another year.
Yeah.
Like, bravo to all of us, right?
Yeah.
Because 2025 has just been nothing short of surprise after surprise, I think.
Well, that's what I'm saying about the whole surviving thing.
Yeah. But I totally understand that feeling of like, I'm not really looking forward to it, because you look at people around you, and especially at this time of year on Instagram, everyone is sharing their like highlights. I mean, Instagram's a highlight reel anyway, right?
Yeah, of course.
And then at this time of year, people are like, oh, look at all these amazing things I did. I like traveled here and I went there and I got engaged and I had a baby and I did this and I did that. And incredible things for all those people. I'm not discrediting that. But for the people that maybe don't feel as though they've got that, or have had that type of year, or have that coming for the next year, that is also totally okay. And I think it sounds really cliche, and I feel like you're going to give me an eye roll, internal eye roll, but you are exactly where you are meant to be. And
It's
you are
not an eye roll.
exactly where you need to be right now. And if you need a year that feels slow and feels kind of like unplanned and you don't really know what's happening the next year, get excited about that.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going to happen next year. I don't know. And actually, I'm willing to just kind of surrender to the universe and go, well, show me. As long as I'm a good person and I work hard and I do good things and I put out good, what have you got for me? Like change your mindset going into it.
Yeah, well, this is why it comes back to this vision board thing for me, because I feel like we put so much pressure on the year that we're going into. I'm always like, oh, like, why should I have to like write all these things down? And like, because if they don't happen, then technically, like, you've not failed, but you've written these things down to do, and then you might not have got round to it, or do you know what I mean?
I get that, yeah.
That's why I feel like we put so much pressure on the year that I don't really like doing it too much.
Yeah, and I do totally understand that, because I never used to make any sort of goals because I thought if I don't reach them, then like you said, the only person you feel like you've failed
It's
is yourself.
Yeah.
But for me, vision boarding is in terms of a new year vision board, is visualizing the best possible outcome for the year ahead. What is the best possible thing that I could achieve?
Mm.
For example, it could be winning the lottery. Now, the chances of that happening are very, very small. If I don't win the lottery, I'm not going to feel like I failed the year. It just hasn't happened. It could be, next year I'd like to go to a certain country. If I don't make it happen, it's not that I failed. It just hasn't happened yet. But for me, the New Year vision boarding is laying out what would the best possible things that could happen to me next year, what would they look like? How would I vision them? Even if it's like a specific memory, like I think on one of my vision boards from before Mia was born, it was a photo of a couple with their newborn baby in a lift, just in like an elevator, and a mirror selfie, and the baby's all like bundled up. And I was like, just that. I don't know where that photo was taken. I don't know where they are. And then obviously the following year we had Mia and we took loads of photos in lifts.
Yeah,
like something like that. It's not got to be anything massive or great. It could literally just be, I want to see a lovely sunrise or sunset. Like it can be such simple things.
Yeah.
But I just think of the things that you think, what could really like bring to my energy and my life for the next year. I feel really strongly about this.
Yeah, I also feel strongly about, like, for someone like Grace, who she's not like, she's got the same job, same this, same that, whatever. Like, try and find something else outside of all of that does make you happy and does make you look forward to doing. It might be a bit of exercise. It might be, like a hobby. It might be something like that doesn't have to involve your job and all that sort of stuff. And just focus on yourself and focus on that, because I think you might end up finding inspiration out of that to put forward to your job and put forward to, it is tough. It is tough. But thank you for emailing. And we actually had a lovely email in from Anna that actually kind of goes quite well with Grace's email. It says, "Hi, Danielle and Sunny. Happy New Year. This past year has been interesting, to say the least. I moved cities, started a new job, survived more Zoom calls than I care to admit. However, it all worked out, and I'm learning that life has a funny way of turning chaos and slightly unorganized chaos at the same time." So my takeaway for anyone listening, and I know you get a lot of emails, but don't stress if anything feels messy or uncertain. You might just end up exactly where you're supposed to be, and probably laugh at yourself along the way, exactly like I did. My personal New Year's resolution: laugh more, worry less, and maybe finally figure out how to cook something that doesn't involve the microwave. Cheers to 2025. Stay messy, wonderful, unpredictable, and full of tiny victories we never thought were going to come. Lots of love, Anna.
Oh, Anna, don't knock a chicken tikka in the microwave, because they're good. Just keep on at them.
Yeah, I do like a nice little Mikey meal here and there. I really, really do.
Well, look at that.
Yeah.
Like, those two emails back to back.
I know, right?
Like, what are the chances?
What are the chances? Is there anything that you'd want to leave in this year? You don't want to see next year?
I'd like to leave. I feel like I've maybe doubted myself quite a lot this year, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
I feel like I've doubted myself in this whole like juggle of, working, life, motherhood, like that whole thing. And I feel like my friend worded it really well. I need to get out of my own way.
Yeah.
I am standing in my own way of things that I want to do, or things, just the ways that I want to be. Like no great big achievements, just like day-to-day things. She like gave me some like tough love, and she was like, Danielle, you need to get out your own way. And that's really stuck with me.
Yeah.
Like, I think a lot of the time we don't realise that we are the ones holding ourselves back from doing whatever it is.
Yeah.
And I think I want to kind of let go of that a little bit more into the new year.
Nice. Good.
Yeah, that, and remember to close the fridge door.
Thank you. And flan boxes.
Oh, no. I think that might be a 2027 or 2028 resolution.
Okay, if you're lucky.
How about you?
Not necessarily want to leave in this year. Well, actually, I guess it would be me leaving being a certain way. But I think looking next year, I would quite like to do the things that don't involve going out and getting like drunk or like this, that, whatever. But like, you know, like things to look forward to. Like my mate Callum's doing the marathon. And I said to him, I would really like to just come for a run with you on a Sunday.
Yeah.
Like, and it's like nice things. And I think it goes back to Grace's email just that I read out earlier, like doing those little things that actually fill up your cup a bit, that actually make you feel good as well.
Yeah.
And they're like nice things because you're ticking off seeing your friends, but also doing something good with it. And like, I would like to go running with Callum on a Sunday just because I think, it'll be good for me because I'm going to go for a run. But two, it will help him out because he might need a bit of inspiration when it's cold, dark, wet outside and all that sort of stuff. And just finding those little things that aren't necessarily like, I think because of my job, I always look forward to the weekend so much. And I look forward to the weekend and I don't know what I want out of it. I just want, like, it might just be a drink on a Friday night.
Yeah.
Or actually, sometimes my favourite weekends have just been the ones that are actually quite a wholesome one where we stay at home, or, you know, we take Mia to swimming, or, you know, we have a family day on the Friday. They're like probably my favourite weekends.
Yeah.
But because of work, I just go, I just really fancy a drink now because it's the only actual nights that I can drink during the week.
And I think a lot of people feel like that, don't they? They get to Friday and they're like, where's the pint of beer, or get me to the pub, or...
I think what I'm trying to say is I just want to do more things that are like wholesome-y things that tick off seeing my friends. You know, we've discussed that I don't make time for a lot of people and people haven't got the time themselves, you know.
Yeah.
But I think I want to be a bit more active in doing that next year. I mean, whether or not I do, I'll probably end up being, it's cold outside, I'll probably stay home.
Yeah, but you know what? Like, you can go into it with the best intentions. I think that's all anyone could do, right?
Yeah.
Like, we can't, you know. I think also, I just wanted to add as well, I think professionally this year for me, things have definitely like shifted because of this whole balance thing. But one thing that I'm really excited about next year is like carrying on this podcast. Like for me, a definite highlight of this year was starting this podcast. Like, and I'm not just saying it now because we're recording. Like, I actually feel like it's almost like saved a little bit of me that kind of felt like they'd got a little bit lost, like creatively, like doing all of the social media for it. And, you know, even just discussing our like week on week, like, you know, we're having these conversations, but we're doing it in a setting that, you know, we're in a studio every week. And it's just, I don't know, I feel like it's like reignited a little like fire in me that has always been there.
Yeah.
And I'm just really excited. You know, these first few months have been us finding our feet. We didn't really know what we were doing. Someone was stupid enough, producer Ricky was stupid enough to turn some mics on and go, right, let's go.
Yeah.
And we've just started doing it. And so now I feel like the first 3 months, like finding our feet. And now, like from January, it's like, right, we're in now. Like, we don't plan on going anywhere anytime soon.
No.
We don't plan on wrapping it up at all. We're like carrying on and hopefully gonna just get bigger and better, and hope that you guys will join us for what's to come.
Yeah, just on that, I know that we did put out our Spotify Wrapped podcast stats, and we were honestly blown away with the stats that came out from just this year, like 3 months worth of episodes.
And just Spotify.
And that's just Spotify. So, you know, if you do listen on Spotify, thank you. If you listen on Amazon, Apple, wherever it is you do get your podcasts, thank you so much.
YouTube.
Honestly. YouTube, from the bottom of our hearts. Like, we did set out to do this podcast because we thought, it'd be a really fun sort of thing to do. And yeah, it is. But then it's also amazing how we get to read out your stories, your emails, and we get to interact with you. You come back and listen, which just blows me away that you're not fucking bored of us. And we want to continue to do it. You know, like Danielle said, moving on to next year, we've got some like quite cool ideas that we want, you know, I think we can say it. Like, we're going to get some guests on next year. I think we've had our time talking, you know, just us. We will continue to do that. But we thought, let's mix it up a bit. Maybe next year we can get a guest on to talk about their relationships with, you know, their partners, you know, whether or not they're, you know, famous and, you know, they try and hide their relationship, or they, you know, they're quite open about it. I think we should, you know, get into that and see how that goes.
Yeah. Let us know if you have any ideas for guests, or I mean anything really. You know, we'll take your ideas. we'll take it back to head office, just us two, and
Just us to own in our heads.
yeah. So we're really hoping that you guys are still with us throughout the next year, definitely the next few months, to see what happens.
Yeah, we
But
really do
thank
appreciate.
you so much. And if you are a regular podcast listener to other podcasts, you're going to hear all these thank yous, and every single person in every podcast means it, because we do record these and you just don't know what the feedback is going to be or what it's going to be like. But like Sunny said, from our Spotify Wrap numbers and kind of seeing who's listening and where they are, it is so mind-blowing and so amazing, and
It really is.
just so lovely.
And
So
also,
thank
just
you.
to add on this, so we will finish. We're like, we won a Brit Award. Get them off. We are an independent podcast. You know, we do this self-funded, and we made that conscious decision at the very start of this podcast that we wanted to do it so that we could do exactly what we want. And there's no massive companies saying, you know, you should be doing this, you should be doing that, or this person on that person. We just wanted to make sure that everything that we do is genuine and it is us, and we will make sure that we continue to do that. You know, you might hear ads during our podcast, or you might see some candles on a table that they just help us do what we're doing now and bring you hopefully, you know, entertainment to your ears and make you feel, you know, whether you listen in the car by yourself, just maybe a little bit, I don't know, like we're your mates, because we are. Also want to say thank you to Storyhouse Studios as well, who have let us into their house, and Ricky and Mark, who have been producing our episodes for us. Long may it continue. That's all I've got to say. But yeah, over and out for this year.
Play the music.
2026 going to be a big one, and we just can't thank you enough for being on the journey with us. Long may it continue.
Yeah.
See you in 2026.
Cheers to that. Happy New Year. Bye.
Bye.